With Doubtnut, get instant video solutions to all your maths, physics, chemistry, and biology doubts. Just click the image of the question, crop the question, and get instant video solution. Download Doubtnut app today.
Okay, the question here says an example of pseudocopulation is shown by some. Now, example of pseudocopulation is shown by which of the following? Okay. Now, if we see in some of the Mediterranean orchids, okay, in some like Mediterranean orchids, like, for example, orchis. What happens in these orchids? They actually employ, okay, they actually employ sexual deceit. They actually employ sexual deceit to get pollination done by a species of bee, okay, to get pollinated by a species of bee. By a species of bee. Now, how does it happen? How does it employs its sexual deceit? One of the petal, okay, now in the Mediterranean orchid, what happens? One of the petal of the flower, what happens? Bears an uncanny resemblance. What happens? It bears an resemblance, only one of the petal resemblance to the female of the bee, to the female bee in size, color and markings. Okay, color and markings. What happens? One of the petals of this flower bears an uncanny resemble to the female bee in size, color, and markings. Now, what happens? The male bee perceives it as a female. Okay, the male bee considers the petals to be a female, and gets dusted with pollen from the flower during the process of pseudocopulation. What happens? The male bee perceives as just female. Okay, what it does, it assumes to be as at female. It assumes it to be a female, and what happens? Gets dusted with pollen. The pollen during the process of pseudocopulation. During the process called the pseudocopulation. Okay. What happens? Now, this pseudocopulation, what happens in pseudocopulation? What is the benefit of the plant getting? What happens? When the same bee, okay, when the same bee pseudocopulates with another flower, when the same bee pseudocopulates with another bee, okay, with another bee, then the same bee with another flower, sorry, when the same bee pseudocopulates with another flower, what will happen? It transfers the pollen grain. Transfers the pollen grain and thus pollinates the flower. What it does, it thus pollinates the flower. Okay. Now, this is a very important process for the pollination of this type of orchids. Okay. So our answer here, an example of pseudocopulation is shown by some of the orchids. That is our option number 2.
For class 6 to 12, IIT JEE and NEET level. Trusted by more than 5 crore students. Download Doubtnut app today.